Welcome to the news updates. My name is Elizabeth Mutfang. The headlines. Ahead of elections, INEC distributes sensitive materials. PDP and Labour Party members decamp to APC. On the foreign scene, Putin talks tough on nuclear arsenal on the Ukraine war anniversary. And in sports, Juventus to play without Chiesa and Pogba.
This is Alive TV.
And now the news in detail. The Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, in Oyo State has commenced the distribution of sensitive materials to all local government areas in the state ahead of Saturday polls. The electoral body commenced early distribution of the election materials on Wednesday in some states. The exercise continued this morning at the office of the Central Bank of Nigeria in Ibadan, the state capital, as the sensitive materials were distributed across the 33 local government areas in the state. The distribution was made in the presence of the representatives of the political parties amidst tight security. Addressing newsmen during the exercise, the resident electoral commissioner in the state, Adeniran Tella, said the distribution had commenced as early as 2 o'clock in the morning. The Federal Capital Territory chapter of the All Progressives Congress has received a boost barely 48 hours before the 2023 general elections as members of the opposition parties decamped to the ruling party today. Scores of supporters of the People's Democratic Party and Labour Party pledged alliance to the APC yesterday ahead of Saturday's presidential and National Assembly elections. Speaking with newsmen in Abuja today, the national coordinator of the National Mass Movement for Better Orientation, Dr. Hawa Iyatubagu, said the development was an indication of APC's victory in the February 25th elections. On the foreign scene, Ukraine says its forces have repelled Russian assaults along the length of the front line today, being Thursday on the eve of the war's anniversary, as President Vladimir Putin, empty-handed after a bloody winter offensive, talked up Russia's nuclear arsenal. After a series of strident speeches in the run-up to the anniversary of his invasion, Putin announced plans to deploy new Sarmat multi-warhead intercontinental ballistic missiles this year. Earlier this week, he suspended Russia's participation in the START nuclear arms control treaty. In sports news, Juventus will go into the Europa League playoff against French side Nantes tonight without Federico Chiesa and Paul Pogba due to fitness issues. Juventus will take on the French side at 6:45 tonight in the second leg of the Europa League playoff. The first leg ended in a 1-1 draw in Turin on February 16th. Unfortunately, Italian forward Chiesa will miss the second leg due to a muscle issue. Recall that he missed Juventus' Italian Serie A win over Spezia on Sunday. As for Paul Pogba, the French midfielder who has not played any competitive game for Juventus since he returned to the club from Manchester United last summer, is still battling to fully recover from a knee injury. And with that, we've come to the end of the news updates at this hour. Once again, my name is Elizabeth Mutfang. Do have a great day.